Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the TheRcSaylors, and we're at the airfield again with the follow-up video, as promised. Many of you wanted to see this, with the Hubsan H123D little mini race drone. In our first video of this, I was pretty critical of it. Rightfully so. I wanted to be for you guys, but maybe almost a little too critical. I overlooked a couple things, admittedly, that I was wrong about. One of which, I assumed that the transmitter here, that also receives your video feed, recorded that video feed because it has a micro SD card slot on the side. But many of you, very politely, and I thank you for that, told me that this is only for viewing saved footage. As a matter of fact, there is a micro SD card slot on the drone itself. So I'll do my best to get a saved footage of that. But
it was just hidden.
It was hidden, I didn't see that. It was actually very hard to see. It didn't look like a standard micro SD card slot. It took us like a minute or two of looking to finally decide that's what it was. Is that? Do I have to take this apart? But no, it's right there. So that I was totally wrong on, and I'm okay to admit that. I like learning things, especially from you guys. Sometimes it's a shame that I don't always do a follow-up video on something or I told you wrong, because guys, I mean, I don't know everything about the hobby. There's no way I possibly could, and that's where this channel is so cool. The community that we have built here, you guys are always very positive, most of you, in telling me when I've missed something or informed you of the wrong thing. So the big thing was, this is not supposed to save, it's to view back your footage, which is nice, because if you're saving to the card, you have no way of watching your footage, but if you want to at the field, you can pop the card in here and watch it. So that's really cool. There is still a downside to this drone, one of which is that it just eats through your AA batteries. Probably 3 flights on AA's because of the video on here, and your batteries are dead. So I recommend rechargeable AA's, although they're a lot of times slightly under the voltage that a standard AA battery is, so make sure you look for that. But you can use a JST rechargeable LiPo in the back of that, and it'll probably last, 10 times, or just depending on what type of battery you're using, it'll last longer. You can use that, but I prefer to use mine as flight batteries. So what I'm going to do is fly this again for you guys today. Maybe I'll put both packs through this in the video. We'll just see how long it stays in the air.
Or maybe I'll fly one.
Maybe Abby will fly. What I said about its flight performance was that I was disappointed in it. In a way, I still am. Because I flew a larger 230 size race drone shortly after, and I was able to fly Acro, and it flew beautifully. This, I was flying it as if it were a 230 size race drone. So I expected it to perform as such. You have Acro, so why can't it do everything exactly like these big guys can? Well, it's smaller, it's more compact. I don't know, it's just flight performance was much different. I still wish it could fly like those big guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's not designed to do that. This is, according to Hubsan, and a good friend that I have met through this process, Hubsan Quality Control Help and Support is his YouTube channel name. I'll have his channel linked below. He said he was happy to help answer questions or steer people in the right direction. He's honest about it. He admits this isn't perfect. He's not stupid. It's not perfect, but he's there to try to help make it better. And he has a pretty good little following, so we'll link his channel in the description box below. Just know that going in, he's not 100% family friendly, but he has the right attitude and he wants to help see the hobby progress, so he's a good guy. If you stop by, let him know we sent you. That'd be really cool. Nice guy. This is really designed to be a trainer race drone, in a way. You've got the auto stabilization, built-in FPV. It is quick, it's punchy, it's fun, but it's not totally designed to be a big, awesome, full-size race drone that can do those Acro air mode flips and stuff. You might be able to tune this after the fact and get it to that point, but out of the box, ready to fly, which is what this is, it's not quite there. Now, if you want a more in-depth look at what comes in the box and stuff, we have another video that we'll link probably carded, and maybe down in the description box, we'll probably pin it in the comments section, and you can see everything that comes in the box. But let's just fly this. I'm gonna fly it one more time. I'm gonna take it a little bit easier on it because that's the way it's supposed to be flown, okay? You wouldn't see me go take a toy grade drone out in the field and try to fly acro, but maybe I shouldn't have done that with this. So let's tame it down just a hair. Fly it around, cruise around, and see how it does. I'll let you know my opinions afterwards, and maybe Abby will put the second battery through. So this might be a longer video, but if you guys really want to know what we think of this, let's go at it again. All right, I just pressed record, just touched the button, the video button, and there is an indicator on the screen telling me it's recording, so that is awesome. So you guys should have an SD card. Oh, it's even coming through my quantum goggles too.
But
so
you can
I know,
see it's recording?
That's
nice.
Really cool. Okay, well we're already off to a good start. I'm just gonna power on mostly this video that you guys are gonna see of Abby recording. It's gonna be more for audio than anything because I just want you guys to like hear us as we fly it. Well, my video feed is good out here, just kind of cruising around. Guys, there's going to be a little bit more jello on this flight just because I have been flying this drone as promised, and I've banged up my props a little bit. So I just I have an extra set of props. I just have not put them on because I was waiting until these actually broke. Part of that is to just keep testing them to see how well they hold up and to show you guys. You're gonna have a little bit more shake when your props are banged up, but they are holding up well. They're very durable. They haven't broken yet, so they kind of bend more than break. I'm cruising around just fine. Let's just go test the video signal out here. All the way out, I'm just gonna go to the corner and see if I may end up having to walk out there. I'm starting to get some static, as you guys can see too, probably. But I made it almost out to the shed. They're still good. I'm gonna kind of cruise back around because I'm a little scared out here, but I can still see. So that's far. That is far. Just cruising around. Let's fly a little faster. We can adjust our pitch of our camera higher if we want to. But that's full forward there. Have a little bit of wind. Okay, let's adjust a couple things. I've got to take a look at my transmitter. Do we have dual rates? Let's see, I can't remember.
There's a switch over here that says DR.
Oh yeah, throw that for me, please. There we go, higher rates. And now we're in the Acro Mode too, which is the other switch that I hit. So now I actually have full control over this. But what I was talking about in the last video that I didn't like is the fact that I can push forward a hair, watch, and then you see how it's bouncing back up some? It's doing that on its own. And some of you told me that it could be an assisted acro flight, that you can actually turn that off in, I believe it's beta flight, but I may be wrong about that. You know, one of the programmable
programs.
Programs, yes.
Programmable programs.
Sure. That can be turned off in there, in that software, in the app. But I think that's what's on here. Because this is meant to be a beginner-friendly little race drone, brushless motors, of course, carbon fiber frame. It's tough as nails, I will say that. It's very tough. And I have very little signal issues. I will say that the frame rate is just a little lower than I'd like it to be, right? But I'm comparing it to bigger, more expensive drones that cost twice the price, so maybe I shouldn't even say that. I don't have very many things in this price point or this size, so it's really hard to know what to go off of. The camera quality is looking pretty good, and then I'm just saying it again here, it just feels like the frame rate. It's like 24 frames per second or something. It just feels a little lower than that nice smooth 30 that we're used to.
Am I supposed to warn you when you hit a certain time?
No, we actually have a, remember it beeps when it's low, so we're good.
Okay.
Now when we're just flying around like this, just basically cruising, we might actually get close to that 10-minute flight time that they brag about. But I think that realistically we can expect about 7 or 8 minutes.
I thought the quality control guy told you that that it doesn't reach the 10 minutes. That's why they gave 2 batteries.
Yes. Yep. He's got a few drones on his channel. This one is the one he's working through right now. But if you guys have additional questions about this, you know, go stop by his channel, say, hey, watch the RTF video. They mentioned you. We
need to learn his real name, not quality control guy.
Well, his channel name is Hubsan Quality Control Help and Support.
What is his name?
He said it, but I can't not remember, to be honest with you.
I'm not surprised.
About his names. He's a nice guy though. Nice to me. So this is cool. Let's just while I've got the controls, let's try a little throttle punch and a little flip while we're out here. We'll do a front flip.
Yeah, it like stopped when it was faced straight up.
Yeah, that's okay. It's rough. You know, it's not smooth, it's not easy to do a flip with this guy. But it's not, I guess it's not really supposed to do that. For a ready-to-fly unit though, it's hard to come by good ready-to-fly units, and this will definitely teach you. Let's go back up to the middle flight mode because I didn't do much with that. I don't remember if I was allowed to flip over with this. No.
Nope.
Just have more control.
Oh, yeah.
It feels more like Acro, but it won't let you go completely upside down.
For how small this is, I am impressed with the distance you're able to fly.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And the antenna that's on there. It's not bad. Yep.
Because it becomes impossible to film.
I like that middle flight mode. You know why?
Hard to film.
I feel like I'm in Acro, but it won't let me flip all the way over.
Yeah.
It feels good without, you know, too far of the pitch. You might want to even try that. That's like an Acro training type thing.
Cool.
Airplane on the ground there. This is nice. I mean, this is a long flight time for a brushless race drone type setup. Basically what this is one of the most hobby grade, toy grade drones out there. You know, it's just, did you bump my knee? Something tickled me. Okay.
No, it was the strap.
Okay.
Don't panic.
Scared me. I wouldn't even, you know, I say like the Bugs 3 is maybe one of the most hobby grade, toy grade drones. This is like maybe, it's just so close to being something that I could highly recommend. If that Acro mode was just a tiny bit better, it would be so impressive. But just to cruise around like this is really nice because, I mean, I can just smack into stuff with this and it's good. It's a really good trainer. I think I can confidently say this. If you want to get into race drones, but you just don't know where that half step is, this is awesome for that.
There's your beeping.
Mm-hmm. So time to land.
So you are at like a 7.5 minute flight time.
Okay.
That's not bad.
It's fair. And the drone beeps too. So if the battery gets low and you lose it, down and out. Stop the motors. There we go. You get to fly. Abby's at the controls. She's got her Fat Sharks on. Do you like the camera pitch okay?
Yeah,
Okay, you just touch the video button. Yeah, you don't have to hold it. And did you get an indicator on yours?
a little green flashing camcorder.
Pretty cool. Hopefully the transmitter batteries hold out for you. If you fall out of the sky, it's because my transmitter batteries died. And just throttle up. Yeah. Okay, there she's off. We should just have the FPV footage now because I'm not going to bother chasing that with this camera.
It has been a while.
Yeah, it has. We've done a lot of toy grade stuff lately, which is not what I want to do all the time, but sometimes it's the easier thing to do.
I have gotten way too high.
That's okay. You're fine. I see you. Spotting for you. You're good. You're cruising.
I'm not a fan of the camera pitch you have right now, actually.
Would you like it a little lower?
I would, because I'm constantly having to go forward.
Okay, yeah, well, that's what I like to do. I'll land at line of sight for you. Let me just throttle up for me. Throttle, throttle, throttle. Thank you. And let me figure out which way you're facing.
Sorry.
It's okay, yeah, when you pass the
really
controls,
difficult with the camera pitch you had.
you got to throttle up, not down. Okay, let's adjust that for you. That's fine. I forget that I fly at a...
I told you it should be fine, but I was wrong.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, this is good. See, like, I like to fly moving forward a lot. Abby's a bit newer. Adjust the camera angle. Down and out, both sticks. Yep. That's okay. That's okay. She's back in the air.
Yeah, now I can see where I'm going.
Okay, good. I can watch your transmitter FPV.
Nice. I should have been doing that while you flew.
Yeah, it's fun. And there's telemetry on screen of the transmitter.
Yeah, not on the goggle.
No, but it tells us on Abby's transmitter that she's got 2 bars of battery in the transmitter, and or 3 bars, 4 bars here on the drone. have voltage.
I just don't get to practice enough.
Well, no, we don't. We're always flying something new, aren't we?
Well, we used to do this all the time.
Yeah. We made time for it. We'd come up here with our race skates.
Why don't we make time for it now?
We should.
I miss it.
We've been, I'll tell everyone on YouTube right now, we've been playing some Fortnite and stuff on our downtime.
Fortnite ruins everybody's lives.
Fortnite just is a life ruiner.
You know what? I got that Haunted Hills kill the other day and it didn't count it.
Ah!
And I'm mad.
I think a lot of our viewers don't know what we're talking about.
That's all right.
That's okay. We like you guys because you don't know what we're talking about. So what do you think? This is your first time flying this.
I like it. But it's also been a long time for me to fly, so it's nice to have something that's like kind of stress-free to fly.
Okay.
But it's still a challenge for me. Like, I still struggle. Like, if you wanted me to fly through that pylon pilot thing right there,
no.
like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I probably last year
could have. Oh,
nope,
there's the ground.
Do I need to do something?
Down and out, but can you take off?
No, I'm upside down.
Oh, I'll get you.
So as I was saying,
it's okay.
It's been a while.
It's good.
But that just survived my little crash right there.
Oh, well, that was a little bump in the grass.
That was a little bump.
Okay, go. You were doing really well on throttle management. Now you're doing what a lot of beginners will do. It's you start getting in the extreme opposites. You go down fast, so you kick it fast really hard, and you go up too fast, and then you kill the throttle. You have to. There you go. Get into that cruising speed. You're doing good. Now you know how to fly in Acro, so I would like to put it in the middle mode for you, and you tell me if you think it feels like Acro, but just know it won't let you flip over, and I'm going to leave you in the low rates, okay? So I'm going to do middle mode for you. Here we go.
Okay.
Middle mode.
Gain altitude.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's going to feel similar, but you're going to feel like you have more control over the drone because it's not countering what you're doing all the time.
Yeah. I feel like it's a little faster too.
You do have a little more pitch, yes,
Maybe
in that mode. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have more pitch.
Okay, something about me and left-hand turns. That's
It's okay. It's okay. Just you're doing good to keep it off the ground.
That's the goal.
Because if you hit the ground, that means I got to go chase it and get it. You're doing great.
Poor you.
This is all FPV, guys. Abby's only flying with her Fat Sharks right now. Although I'm watching line of sight and on her transmitter.
It's a mess.
It's okay. You're doing fine. Watching line of sight is more fun than watching your view on the transmitter. So I apologize to everybody because they're just watching your FPV footage. Do not go down there.
Thank goodness.
That was Death Valley.
I'm not having mornings.
I'll tell you what. Let me do my best to chase this because.
Stop making fun of me.
No, I'm just, the seasickness thing. We'll let people have a nice line of sight view a little bit. What do you guys think of the chain link fence? Do you prefer that over the shrubs?
It doesn't look as nice, but you can watch planes land now.
Yeah. So you're cruising. It's quick. You're actually cruising really fast. This is much faster than any little toy grade Wi-Fi FPV drone. It's durable. You have the brushless motors. It's powerful. Give it a throttle punch. Boom. See, you can't do that on a little toy grade thing.
Now I'll never be able to get down.
You're fine. You're fine. Just go nice and slow. Nice and easy. You're doing good. You're good. You're at a good height.
Right-hand turn.
Oh yeah. It's fun to watch. It's very fun to watch. We're back to FPV though.
I definitely agree. Like, this is a great setup for beginners.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was treating it as an advanced drone, and I guess I probably shouldn't have. And you look at it and you think, well, this is pretty much the same thing as like my Walkera Furious 215, but smaller.
It would be nice to see them make a 215 or so size, wouldn't it?
Hubsan?
Yeah.
Well, like a race drone?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd bring it on. I love these ready to fly setups.
This reminds me of my Tavsto, or however you say it, Falcon.
Yeah.
210, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Because it has such good beginner interfaces, but like watching you do the flips and stuff, like that 210 size performs the flips way better.
So here's what you do with this. You've been flying the Bugs 3. That's where you're at now. You started with a $50 toy grade. Then you bought the Bugs 3 or something like that. Bigger, brushless, more powerful. You're wanting to get into race drones. Get this. This is your next stepping stone. You fly the beginner mode. up the rates with dual rates. Boom, go to intermediate where Abby is right now because it gives you a better, accurate feel for flying acro. Then, when you're very comfortable with that, go into the highest rate on this, which is labeled as acro. Even though it has some flight assistance, fly with that, but don't do the stunts. Don't do the flips. Fly with that. Get good at flying acro mode because you have a tiny bit of assistance. Abby, I think you should try it. I think you'll be fine with it. So let's do it, okay? I'm gonna hit that.
I wonder why I crashed things.
It's okay.
So much.
It's durable.
It's all your fault.
You're in the acro mode now. Now you're acro. Just fly around. Just fly. Don't flip. Just fly. But you're in acro and you see that there's some assistance. There's your battery.
Oh, shucks.
It's okay. You're back in beginner mode.
It kind of felt like it was jerking a little bit.
It
like,
does have the assistance.
It was like going up and down itself, kind of.
Ah.
If that makes sense. It was weird there for a second, but it could have also been me. It could have been the battery. I don't know.
Let's see if I can find you. There you are. Good. Oh, there you're upside down. That's okay. Down and out. You're good. So wrapping this up here, guys. As I was saying, fly that acro mode, but don't do the stunts. Don't do the flips. Then step up to a more substantial race drone. That's what you do. It's a good little setup. Good little setup. I do like it for what it is. I was trying to view it for something that it is not. I apologize.
So there's our full review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be in Muncie, Indiana at the AMA Flying Field on August 26th from 12 to 4.
We'd love to have you.
Would love to have you come out. It's not an event, it's just we're going to be there, so we want to let you guys know we were going to be there in case you're in the area. So stop by and see us, and we'll have this Hubsan H123D linked in the description box below. Let us know what you think of it in the comments below.
Please.
And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!